Now this is the pressure relief drain line. This is a water heater video. So this is what we've got, is a pressure relief drain line. And it terminates between 3 and 6 inches from the ground. I'm going to move along here on the same wall inside on the garage. This is a tankless water heater. Well, let's look at the flue. Flue and flue cap. I remember seeing it. And there we go. And that should be sealed to help prevent moisture infiltration into the wall. Right around the thimble, where the thimble is flush to the brick, that should have been sealed. Moving inside, this is the same wall. This is the water heater. It's been de-energized. I did not do this. It's been de-energized. It's been de-energized for a reason. That means that our observations are going to be limited today in regard to hots on the left and colds on the right. Hot and cold. And of course the operation. A couple days, when you do the final walkthrough, this is a new construction video, you're going to make sure that all the hots on the left and all the colds on the right. And of course that the water heater is working. We've got the care and use manual here. And this is a universal. So you might want to talk to the builder about whether you're going to have this, if you're going to this condensation drain, because this is a high energy efficient water heater. And so sometimes they produce condensate because of how energy efficient they are. And where's our condensate going to? I don't see where our condensate's going to. It's interesting. It's interesting to know. I'd like to see a data plate. This is going to be the closest thing we're going to get to a data plate here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a data plate back up in here. I don't know if I'll be able to capture that, but sometimes the model number is underneath as well, and it doesn't look like it is. Okay. Well, we'll try and capture the data plate over here. I'll take a series of still images. Now, water heaters, tankless water heaters are not required, a lot of them. Depends on the manufacturer. But a lot of them are not required to have safety panels. Now that being said, some of them are. That also being said, that to properly install a drain line, your pressure relief valve drain line, it should have an air break in the same room as the water heater. And this one does not have an air break in the same room as the water heater. I get that it just goes through the other side of the wall. I get that it's a pretty simple operation. I get that you'll probably never have a problem with it. I didn't make the rule. I did not make the rule. Another rule that I didn't make, and I know that you're probably never going to cap this off, but you should not have threaded fittings. It's a threaded union. Actually, it's impossible to unscrew it. Since it's impossible, you're not supposed to have a threaded union on a drain line. But since this is impossible to unscrew, I'm going to assume that met with the code inspector. It's going to make the report regardless. It's going to make the report regardless. So this is a little different. You see this red tape over here? This is supposed to be dialed in. You can bolt these things up. You can bolt these things up and it'll come on. It'll give you hot water. Might even save you some money. But this is a sports car. Okay? It requires a little more attention than a conventional water heater. So, being a sports car like it is, this is supposed to be dialed in with a manometer by the plumber. And a lot of plumbers don't have that equipment on their truck. Just saying. A lot of plumbers are not used to working on sports cars yet, I guess. But it's supposed to be dialed in so that it operates at this optimum efficiency. Then over here, there's a screen inside of here. It's supposed to be serviced once a year. You're supposed to service a tanked water heater. You're supposed to flush a tanked water heater out once a year, and we never do. We replace them about every 10 years. All right? But this, because this is a sports car, it requires more attention. Because of that, all right, you need to service this once a year, because you're going to take a water heater that would likely last 14 years and get 4 or 5 years out of it. You've lost your return on investment. You've lost any efficiency that you might have gained by having this. Okay, you got a nice piece of equipment here, and you got to treat it nice. If you do not, 4 or 5 years, if you don't clean that out, okay. 10, 14 years if you do, it's your choice.